Crash course. Damn. Welcome back to the Collide. We're way down in the southeastern desert today for a short spaghetti western adventure. It's me, Josh Greenway, your dungeon newbie and occasionally directionally confused. Joining me today is our adventure party, including Chris R.
Hey, Chris R. here, and I will be playing the character of Harold Tennison, also going by the name Flatfoot.
And Daniel Locke.
Hi, Daniel Locke here. I'll be playing the lawman Prospector Jenkins.
And don't use him as a walking instrument, Kyle Kane.
Hey, Kyle Kane. I will be playing Hank Nine-Toe Irons.
Hell yeah, and non-actuarially, we have Shea Ingram.
Hey everyone, it's Shea. Today I will be playing William the Adult.
Amazing. As I said, today we're going to be doing a fun spaghetti western style adventure in the southeastern part of the continent of the Collide. I'm going to go ahead and pass things off to Past Josh and have him give everybody a set of my hopes and fears for today's session, and then we'll come back here and kick off this adventure. Hello everyone, Past Josh here. Let's go over my hopes and fears for today's session. Hopes-wise, I have homebrewed pretty much everything in this, so I'm hoping the world feels vibrant and full and slightly more than just the right amount of wacky. I'm also using a modified version of the shooting rules from the Cyberpunk TTRPG, so I hope those are fun and chaotic and keep combat moving quickly, like how I wish people would drive on the freeway. Fears-wise, I have some references to one of the characters from Secrets of the Sanctum, and I don't know if the team or listeners will get it, and I'm a little worried it may go unnoticed. With this modified combat system we're trying, it's a combat-heavy adventure, and I'm a little afraid I might lose our players if things start to slog a little bit. But this is also a high lethality adventure, so hopefully I'll keep them plugged in, but also a one-hit kill is entirely possible for both sides. I think that I have weighed things properly between the outlaws and the in-laws so that we can do damage, churn through some of the extra lives that I've cooked up for them, and keep this adventure rolling. So that's all I've got for hopes and fears. Let's kick it back to future Josh and watch him screw this all up. Thanks, Past Josh. All right, today we're going to be trying out, as I will have just mentioned, a modified system of combat all over the place. Let's get into it. Peace is tentative at best in the coastal desert town of Approach. The sheriff and outlaw leader have reached an uneasy truce on account of all the undead cropping up lately. Now, they've always been a hassle for the town, but this season the Tumblewhites are out in uncommonly large numbers. To celebrate this new peace, the town has put on a friendly shooting tourney. Perfect game to bury the hatchet that definitely won't end in gunpowder and tears. An angry desert sun beats down on your heads as you stand by the shooter's bullpen, an area for the shooting competition set aside specifically for warming up at Holler Ranch, where the event is being held. A gentle breeze sweeps across the plains, carrying the scent of dirt and salt from the nearby ocean. Small brush line the edges of the cattle pen, recently repurposed into a series of shooting ranges, and the competition itself is due to start soon. Competition officials flurry about your group, pinning competitor numbers on you, checking for proper gear, removing extra kit from would-be cheaters as they explain the rules of the competition, which are take turns, don't shoot people, and don't walk up to the targets. A small child looks on in wonder, casually picking his nose at your group. A gnome deputy named Milbit, somebody who works under one of your coworkers, Veronica, approaches your group, offering you cups from a tray of warm, healing pale ales. You see a group of known Lagerruffians, the local outlaw gang, standing nearby, similarly getting outfitted for the competition. You have some time, but not a lot before things kick off. Let's go around and meet each of our characters and let us know how they're warming up for the competition. Let's start with Chris.
Harold Tennison. He's been in the town here a long time and a bit notorious for his luck. He's a pretty unlucky fella. Tends to get other people in trouble while he ends up being just fine. And people look a little uneasy when Flatfoot comes around. So here at the shooting competition, just getting ready, Flatfoot is over here just doing his stretches. He's got his little pistol out, flipping it around a few times, accidentally discharges it and hits a sign which falls down in front of a storefront. Someone... Yes. Sorry, didn't mean it. Yeah, I think this shooting turn is going to be all right.
People are putting banners on the other shooters. with Flatfoot, they all give him a wide berth, and one of them actually folds a paper airplane and just throws it at him, and then tosses a couple of safety pins in the dirt for him to put it on.
Hey, thanks. Don't worry, I got this.
The small child looks terrified when you start talking in his direction and stops picking his nose and goes and runs to find his mom. Shea, let's meet your character.
Yeah, so standing a couple feet away from Harold is William the Adult. William the Adult's been in reproach for a long time, probably longer than most people, but he's never aged. You'd never know. You'd think he just got there. You'd think maybe he was just born, in all honesty. He's fairly tall, a little over 6 feet, almost as though he's like 3 2-feet people stacked on top of each other. He wears a long trench coat, floor length, always, never takes it off. And he stumbles around a lot, but not like he's drunk. You've actually never seen him drink. No one's ever seen him drink or smoke. A straight-laced guy, that one. And he's standing next to Harold a couple feet away, and he's just focusing. He's just trying to take his pistol out of his trench coat and just focus him real hard. You can see some like rummaging under his trench coat and maybe hear some mumblings as he's just, no, we got to do it right. We got to do it right. Everyone's going to know. Everybody's watching. And he sees somebody catches somebody's eye. He's like, gonna be a good shoot day. Gonna do the bullets.
And as he's speaking, the small child who is picking his nose is who caught his eye, and you just see him awestruck.
Mr. William, is it true you've been around forever?
Yep. I'm real old. I'm probably at least 35.
Gosh, that's so impressive, mister. I heard one time you actually took out a bullet just by picking its nose hairs.
Yep.
While William the Adult is impressing this small child, Kyle, let's meet your character.
So Hank Nine-Toe Irons is just sitting on a stump along the dirt streets there. He's got his hat off. He pulls out a hand-rolled cigarette from his dear friend, Dr. Tootsie, a Tootsie Roll, and he lights it up. He sets his hat to the side, and he's taking off one boot, and he's kind of letting the dogs out to breathe. Then he takes off his other boot, and he's only got 4 toes on this one, also letting them out to breathe. And anyone who's like glancing at it, he's just glaring at him.
Is he wearing socks, or is he?
No, he's airing them out. He's traveled far from far lands to this town, and he's wearing like fur from like his trapper days.
Oh, wow.
Different small game.
There are like people staring confused. Is this the desert? Why is he wearing us? I have no idea. That's a lot of. He's so sweaty.
He's sweating profusely.
Is he taking off his shoes like in the dirt? Are his sweaty feet just in the dirt?
He's on a stoop, and then he like takes out the boots and the sock, and then he like rests it on his other knee. So it's not in the dirt, but it's just airing them out.
While he's letting the dogs out, we turn to see Daniel's character.
Prospector Jenkins is crouched over next to Nine-Toe, panning for gold using the sweat from his feet. And he is dressed in brown overalls, and he is shirtless, and he has a brown Stetson's hat. He's an older gentleman, probably in his like later years as a dwarf, and he's like panning for gold, and he's like, gotta find something, ooh! And he picks up a little piece, like, I finally found a nugget! No, sorry, Nine-Toe? Nine-Toe?
Nine-Toe.
Sorry, Nine-Toe. It's just your prosthetic toe. Here you go. Hands it back to him.
Thanks. And he wait, my prosthetic? Okay, yeah, and he slips that back in a pouch.
We've gone from prosthetic hands to prosthetic toes. Love it. Yeah, so your crew is all in your various spaces getting ready to party, so to speak. And before too long, an elf strides up confidently to your group, holding a clipboard, and he's perusing it and doesn't really look up to acknowledge you as he walks up and just says, Sheriff's Captains, is that your team name for the tourney? Are you all ready? You're up next.
I was born ready.
Great, thanks, Toes. So you all ready? Are you...
Prospector Jenkins at the water trough, just like fishing out water with his hat and putting it into a panner.
Yeah, that's not a finite resource or anything. Thanks.
Yep, I'm a grown-up and I am ready.
Just squints really hard at William the Adult. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Hey, you want a high five or something?
He flinches super hard and then walks away and just makes a few notes.
Never mind, I'll high five myself. It's all right.
A barn collapses in the back.
He yells over his shoulder, we've got you up against a few of the bud tenders from Philosophies. Please be ready to go. You all would know Philosophies as a converted residence that now sells a smokable herb that is known to have euphoric effects. And the strains of it they sell there are all very similar. There are a few rare ones, but they've named the place after the herb itself, Philosophies.
Oh. So we're going up against us just like a marijuana clinic? Wait, what are we doing?
Yeah, basically some fantasy pot dealers at a shooting tourney, and they are known associates of the outlaw gang that the town has a tentative peace with.
Gotcha. What was your character's name again?
Oh, he didn't give you his name.
What's your name?
I'm Svenley.
Svenley, as a new lawman, I am quite concerned with the fact that, 1, we are out of water in this trough, and 2, we are going up against unlawful lawmen.
They've got a license. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man.
That's all it takes, a license to kill, and that's all you need?
Yeah, you can get one at Kit's Redux. You can get a license to kill. You can get a license for your gun. You know these.
You're right, I'm a lawman. I enforce these laws. All right, let's go shoot some people.
I've been a lawman for a long time, and I agree, though. I heard they have wacky tobacco.
Bentley nods sagely as William starts talking. Yes, it's legal, so I don't know what you guys want me to do about it, but that's who you're shooting against. And to be clear, Jenkins, if you could stop practicing dry firing at them, you're not shooting the people. There are targets you're going to shoot.
But is that true? Is the tobacco wacky?
Yeah, have you not ever tried Philosophies?
I mean, yeah, all the time. I'm over at Philosophies, and I'm tobaccoing.
Make a deception check.
Tobacco.
I did make this character pretty deceptive. That's 21.
He nods sagely again. Yes, clearly you've tobaccoed Williams, but yes, there's wacky tobacco, as you've experienced yourself. Yeah, they're not supposed to be smoking it on the day of the competition.
They're smoking on the day of the competition.
Wait a second. Is this some kind of handicap because I got 9 toes? You're putting us against some wacky tobacco.
No, the wacky tobacco lackeys just drew out of the hat next to your names.
I want a redraw.
No?
Fine.
You're the final competitors for this round of everything. So this is your only op. You could drop out if you want.
You know what, guys? I think this could be a valuable learning experience. I think we're gonna do great against these marijuana-toting bandit lovers.
I don't know what marijuana is, but
Sorry, these philosophy crazy, wacky woo-woo fellas.
The Wacky Woo Woos. That's their name now.
yes, Team Wacky Woo Woo fellas from Philosophies. They're ready to go as soon as you guys are. You have a few more minutes if you want to take a time to chat. Do you have any questions about what the competition's going to be?
I'd actually, if it's okay, I would certainly like to go over and just wish them well. I'd like to go say my piece to them.
Make a persuasion check.
That's a 13.
I love where your head's at. I don't want your luck, shall we say, to influence the outcome of I think you should just hang in your stall and meet them at the starting line.
You know what? That's fair. I get it. Hey, let's all chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Svenley walks away. You've got 5 minutes. Whenever you hear the sound of several shots being fired into the air, it's ready. We're ready for you.
We're all shooters, right?
And grown-ups.
Yes, and that. Yes, William, we are grown-ups. And I think we're pretty darn good at what we do. Would you say so?
No, not at all. We can't hit the broadside of the barn. Your bad luck just saves our lives every time.
I guess if you want to call it that, bad luck.
The last 2, ruffians that rolled in had just fallen through the earth somehow. We don't know how that works.
I was wondering that myself. It was a little strange. But hey, Nine Toes, you've taken out plenty of bad folk in your day.
I have.
Yeah.
Bad and good folk.
Okay, and you're a pretty good shot, right?
Damn right.
Yeah, so, and William, you're a good shot, right?
I'm not proud of it, but it was done, yeah.
Like, you hurt good people?
That was before 9 toe.
That was 10 toe.
That was 10 toe, a different man. I wasn't the same.
So all your badness was in your extra toe.
That's right, actually. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense to me, too. Yeah, I'm a good shot.
Prospector, no one's as good as shooting, especially for gold, as you, right?
He's just over there panning another trough empty of water. He's like, yeah.
If you guys want, there are practice targets you can shoot at in the pen if you want to show off your shooting skills.
Oh, I'm going to walk over and, practice.
Practice makes perfect.
So there's one at 15 feet and one at 35 feet.
William's going to go try to shoot the 35-foot target.
And what is William shooting with?
With a pistol.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Just a normal pistol.
All right.
That's a 21.
Okay, 21. Yeah, William, describe what happens as you nail this target.
So William is focusing a lot, way more than you think somebody would need to focus to shoot a gun. And he's looking, but he's also like glancing down every few seconds. And again, some kind of rummaging in the trench coat. And then he takes the shot and it hits perfectly. And he goes, I knew you could do it.
William, you sure look like your stomach is rumbling. You hungry?
Nope, opposite actually. Ate a bad pear.
A bad pear?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's impolite to ask people about their tummy problems, so we should probably drop it.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. That was a nice shot, though.
Thank you.
It was. I never seen a shooting stance quite like that.
It's my specialty.
What do you call it?
The smattering of applause that broke out whenever he nailed the target is like awkwardly dying off.
I call it, gun.
Okay, that makes sense because you're using a gun. Sure.
Does anybody else want to take a practice shot?
I'll take a shot.
All right. Yeah, you've got a target at 15 feet and you got a target at 35 feet.
We just roll normal, hit DC, but then the Discord table is what we use.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you guys want to be fancy and shoot at farther away targets in other pens, you can, but you might make people angry if you miss.
I'll shoot at the 15
All right, go ahead and where are you shooting with?
pistol.
All right, you got it.
Flavored as a revolver if I can do that.
Yeah, totally. You can just have a revolver. Revolver is an item you can use.
18.
18 hits. Yep. Let us know how you shoot your shot.
So Hank takes out another Tootsie Roll, pops it in, he lights it, and he just inhales the entire thing in one drag as he slowly depresses the trigger, exploding the target. Then he just spits out the smoked up butt, and it blows away in the wind.
Moderately loud applause in the background as he downs an entire cigarette and shoots the target at the same time.
Does he ever exhale?
He turns around, and as he's walking away from the target, he exhales, and it's...
That's so cool. Wow. Cool guys never look when they're exhaling.
That's right.
Is that why you talk like that?
Matter of fact, it is. Yeah, I'm only 27, you believe it or not.
You sound like you've been smoking for 70 years.
I smoked enough for a 70-year-old, that's true.
I would like to take a shot, too, if that's okay with you fellas. Then we'll walk up and pull
The
out.
audience that was gathered around your bullpen takes 10 steps back.
He pulls out the pistol. He just goes to the 15-foot target. I'm going to keep it nice and simple here today. Yeah, he pulls out the pistol. He flips it around, catches it, and he's going to take his shot.
Did you just roll yourself a sleight of hand check?
Yeah. Ooh. That's going to be 12 to hit.
12 miss. Oh, yeah, 12 misses.
Is there an awning here?
Is there a what?
Are we under like a
Oh, no,
awning?
you're under Bear Sun.
Bear Sun.
Yep.
Are there any...
Yeah, you're basically in a repurposed cattle stall made of metal railing.
Oh, okay. He fires off the gun. Bullet goes wide to the left and hits one of the metal railings, bounces off, and you decide where the bullet goes.
Yeah, the bullet goes whizzing away and it knocks a cowboy hat off of one of the other competitors in the next stall. He's like, doggone it! What are you doing? Calm down, man.
Sorry about that. I guess I was a little off on my aim.
A little bit off, I'll say. And the cowboy walks over and grabs his hat and grumbling and I came out here to try my best shot in this stupid and just walks over to the saloon.
What a grumble puss, am I right?
That's right. Grumble Puss probably having too much wacky tobacco.
Anyway, Prospector, you want to take a shot?
He's just still panning for gold through 3 more troughs of water, 5 pitchers of pale ale.
I guess not.
You just hear him mumbling, going, gold, gold, gold.
I think we're ready to go.
Really quickly, I'm going to hand you guys each your first item. You were given a healing pale ale whenever you entered the bullpen, so you each have one currently.
Ooh, fancy paper.
An HPA.
Yeah, so this is one of Shardok's scrappily crafted healing ales. Not his best work, but not his worst either.
Is Shardok around?
He's in the saloon right now, so he's not here seeing the competition.
Is there banners with Shardok? Is he a sponsor of the event?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You see banners for Shardok in the bottom of the barrel saloon. There's a little flag for Kit's Redux, and then stapled to the side of it says, hopefully coming soon, Gulliver's Interdimensional Travel Agency. And it's a very well-sponsored event by all 5 of the businesses in town. There's a bucket of spaghetti from Pasta La Vista, too, that the competitors can have a bite of once they're done shooting. but it's just one giant bucket that everybody is sharing.
Oh, gross.
And as you turn to let somebody know you're ready, you do hear the sound of what can only be described as a 21-gun salute happening in 4 seconds, which is your notification that we are ready for you to go over to the competition area.
All right, this is it, guys. Fellas, we're gonna make short work of this competition, huh? Getting a lot of confidence.
Do you think they have any healing pale root ales?
We could probably certainly ask, but you look like a beer drinker yourself, right?
Yep, all the time, but sometimes not. Like right now, because I had that bad pair, and so, nope.
Oh.
As you're walking, you do see a stall for bottom of the barrel, and Shardok's wife Opal is actually working it, like giving people drinks and stuff, and so you can go talk to her to swap out your drink.
Miss Opal, it's me, William the adult.
William, darling, it's so good to see you. You all ready to do your town proud out there today?
Yep, we're all ready. We all did really good shots, except the Prospector.
Mighty fine work. That's mighty fine work. I'm glad to hear that. How can I help you, gentlemen?
I was just wondering if you had a healing pale root ale for me.
Of course, darling. Did somebody give you not? We know you don't drink the normal ales. Absolutely.
It's all right. Common misunderstanding with grown-ups.
And she turns around, and there is a chest that specifically has labeled on it only for William the adult, and it's well worn. Chest has clearly been around for like decades, like super long time. She cracks it open and pulls out one of 2 iced healing root beers, hands it to William the adult, and takes the hot, warm healing pale ale and puts that back on the table, just open top, ready in the air to hand to somebody else. There you go, sugar.
Thanks, Miss Opal.
Hey, y'all shoot good out there today.
We will.
Thanks, ma'am.
You make your way to the shootout pen, where you do see 4 counterparts to you, all lined up. 2 of them have rifles, and 2 of them have pistols. And they're all checking their equipment. They're just trying to coax as many cool gun noises out of it as they can. I'm going to go ahead and just throw a D20 at the table. We're going to do a performance check with that for them. They've got a +1 to whatever that is. Okay, so they roll a 14. The audience is honestly moderately impressed. They're just like, oh, wow, those sound so gunly. Oh, my God. And they're just looking super cool over there, getting ready. And what did you say their name was? I already forgot it, and I wrote wrong notes.
The wacky woo-woos.
Wacky woo-woos, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, one of them just like really hams it up to the crowd. Yeah, we're the wacky woo-woos. We're here to take this home for all of you. And he does like a weird, stupid cheerleader thing. But the crowd seems to eat it up a little bit. Yep. And you'd see Svenley standing next to them, like checking boxes to note that they're all here. If you want to go, let him know that you're ready.
Oh, you know what? We don't have like a group name. We need what's our group name gonna be?
Gold.
All right, Gold.
The full-toed posse.
Yeah, I mean, we all certainly have only 10 toes, right?
Wait, we know he only has 9
Yeah,
toes.
you all definitely know that.
William the adult, you definitely only have 10 toes, right?
Yep, only 10 toes.
Uncomfortable foot shuffles and
And 10 fingers, and the normal amount of all the other stuff, too.
All right, I've got all 10 toes. Yeah, the full toe gang.
That was a first draft. If y'all got something better, by all means.
What if we combine them? The gold full toe... Gold toe gang.
I like that.
toe.
The gold toe gang.
It's like Goldfinger, but it's gold toe.
Gold finger.
gold toe.
There it is. That's the opening.
It's going to be a spy noir now.
Yeah, wait, we should do something fancy when we go out there, like them and their fancy shooting.
And let me tell you guys about what you're about to walk into. So there have been stadiums erected. There are an impressive 3 rows of seats, you guys. They have brought everybody out in town. There must be dozens of them out there, just packed to the rafters. They're watching, they're cheering on. There are some judges sitting over to the side of the shooting range, which takes up most of the remainder of the Holler Ranch Corral area. So as you walk out, there's going to be a very large crowd and the judges, and everybody will be instantly scrutinizing you. And as you go out there, you will get like directions on how the competition will work.
Do I recognize any of the judges?
Quite literally everybody in this town. This is a small town. Like, it would be super weird if you all did not recognize somebody, especially as lawmen.
Who are the judges?
The judges are Jebediah. He's an old prospector who we wouldn't know this, but Jebediah actually used to work in the mines, and his best friend died there. and he always wondered what became of him. And then you've got Oralzabeth. She's the town crier.
I'd cry too if my name was Horizon.
And then you've got somebody who just goes by the name Doc, but he's not a doctor.
Oh, it's just his name.
Yeah, it's just what he calls himself. Like, it's a forced nickname. He won't even tell anybody his real name.
Okay.
Are they all humans or dwarves or?
Jebediah is a halfling. Oralzabeth is an elf. And Doc is a dwarf.
Cool. Great.
Tough crowd, y'all. We got a tough crowd.
Well, why don't we walk out there like showing our toes because we're the Gold Toe Gang? Surely they'd appreciate that.
I don't wear shoes.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I'm fine with it as long as we don't have to show any other part of our body. Just feet and head.
Maybe we don't do that. Let's all just take out our guns and hold them real cool and walk out like one by one, like we're gonna shoot some targets.
Yep, that's what we're going to do, I think.
All right. You all are going to walk out and just strike a really cool gun pose, like an anime fighting police force.
Yeah.
Just GoldenEye, just...
Right. Yeah. So you guys go out there and you strike a Charlie's Angels.
Okay.
There it is.
Let's make a group performance check.
10 for
3.
William. Did you say 3?
3.
18.
For Jenkins.
Okay, cool.
You might save it.
You go out there, you strike a quick Charlie's Angels, and the crowd is a little confused at first because on one hand, the middle of William's torso shifts in an impossible way.
Does all the people.
And then Flatfoot manages to step on a rake that everybody forgot about, and it goes like flying behind him, and it hits one of the janitors working the event, like right in the shin. And he's just but that being said, you managed to stumble into this really cool tri-point pose as both Hank and Prospector Jenkins stand tall. Prospector's got his shotgun out, his blunderbuss, and old Nine Toes over there is just looking super cool, draws his hat down low and like with his gun in a really neat way too. And the crowd goes absolutely nuts, just like, oh my God, Jenkins, you're usually so weird. That's great. Wow. Hank, oh my God, he looks like he has all of his toes. William, have my baby. He's so hot though. Oh my God. They see Flatfoot do the rake thing and they're like, okay, nobody died. Yay. And he still gets like a moderately rousing applause. Yeah.
Does William have a really strong preteen following?
No, that was a fully grown adult woman. She's slightly shorter than William and very much has looked up to him her entire life. He looks so good for his age.
William just blushes immensely and doesn't say anything.
And yeah, you've roused the audience, and that may play well in your favor later on in the competition. So Fenley just gently taps Jenkins on the shoulder. He's like, are you guys ready? Are you good? We gonna do this?
It was like, gold.
Yeah, we are here to win the competition as lawmen.
See, I regret asking you. I regret asking you immediately. Okay, great. So the way this is going to work is you're going to have targets. We're going to start in the first round. There's going to be 3 rounds. You're going to have a target at 15 feet, a target at 75 feet, a target at 80 feet, and a target at 300 feet. And so your goal here is to hit one of each of them or hit more of them than your opponents do in this competition. So if I was to suggest, you could do 2 people short range, 2 people long range, right, to maximize your chances. But really, it's up to you. Just get it done however you can. We just want to see you shoot some shit and look cool doing it. Any questions?
We finish this, and then I can go back to panning for gold.
Yes.
All right, fire.
And I fire at the
Well,
cloak.
it hasn't. Go ahead and roll for attack. It hasn't started yet, so you can't really.
3.
Oh, you're just pulling the trigger. Wow, that whizzed right over William's hat. Jesus, you need to really be careful.
I also need to look where I'm shooting.
You really should. That's a big part of using a gun. How do you have a license for a gun and a license to kill and a license to enforce the law?
It's the law.
I hate this place. All right.
To be fair, they only gave us 1 license for all 3 of them.
Wow. Okay. Streamlining. That I'm sure that's not going to be a problem at all.
It said shoot, kill, law.
Yeah. So you all proudly wear your SKL licenses like on your shirt.
It's just the badge, our lawman badge.
Yeah. Your lawman badge just says SKL on it.
Can you repeat the distances?
Yeah. So the distances are going to be 15 feet, 75 feet. I said 80 before, but it's going to be 90. Oh, nice. I was just about to do that. Yeah. And then the last one is 300 feet.
15, 75, 90, 300.
Yep.
Great.
Interesting intervals.
I know, right? Oh, go ahead. Any other questions?
I was going to say, I'll take the 15.
Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and take that 90-footer.
I'll take 300 because it's the biggest.
Gold. Yeah, I got the whatever's left.
Okay, so we've got 15 feet for Jenkins. So Jenkins is a 15 foot, and then we said 300s was William, the actual adult. William, the adult. And then we said that the 90 was...
Flatfoot.
And of course, that leaves our main guy, Nine Toes, with 75.
Wait, what?
Wow. No, wait, I said the wrong thing. Why did I say 70? Wait, go ahead. You were doing...
Wait, I have 15. Yeah.
15? Oh, I thought Jenkins was 15. Sorry. Jenkins, what are you?
Whatever's
You're
left.
The,
75.
maybe let's change 75. No, we're not changing 75. That's what it is. All right. Okay, so Jenkins is 75, and then Nine Toes is
15.
15. Yep. Is
Just-
that a reference to a Borderlands character, by the way?
Nine Toe?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. There's a character on Borderlands with the name. Anyways,
Hank Irons or just Nine Toe?
Nine Toes. He's one
Oh.
of the bandits you kill. This is great radio. All right, cool. Let me just set up the same thing for the rogues. We'll call the first guy Star Wars because he's Rogue 1.
Hey.
3 and Rogue 4. I'm going to call them rogues because class-wise that's what they are, and you guys would just know that as lawmen. So these are the Lagarothian rogues. All right, let's go ahead and roll for initiative. And I pre-rolled initiative for my NPCs for once in my life.
Exciting. It's an 8 for William the adult.
19 for Prospector Jenkins.
Jesus, Jenkins.
7 for Hank.
Nat 1. For
Oh my
3 for Flatfoot, which is pretty on brand.
You nailed this character so far.
Yep.
Yep. Sorry, Hank, what was your number again?
3.
Oh, that is really funny. That's really funny. Okay, cool. So you're going to be going alternating with the rogues. So
Perfect.
hell yeah. Oh, almost alternating, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter for this. Okay, up first in the initiative is Prospector Jenkins. You all fan out and you go to collect the competition grade firearms on the table in front of you. There is a pistol you're allowed to use if you're the pistol shooter. There's a rifle you're allowed to use if you're the rifle shooter. Standard stats on the items, so you can use your normal item stats for this. And as you go to pick them up, Svenley says, okay, great. Just remember to take turns and shoot the target, not each other. Can't stress that enough. Do not shoot each other. Looks really hard at Flatfoot, even on accident.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
All right, are we ready, everybody? Are we ready to see a showdown between the law and the Lagarothians who are not technically outlaws right now? The audience erupts in cheers. Top of the initiative is Jenkins.
He's
fire.
already shot as you're talking. Prospector Jenkins has this like glorious like white beard that drapes down to the floor that he drags along, and then through the beard you see like a rifle stick out, and he fires it at the dummy that's 75 yards away. That is 16.
Prospector Jenkins lines up a shot. Turns out he's very practiced in holding a rifle center mass against himself and firing through his beard. You just barely beat the threshold, so you hit the target. You hit it in the sort of middlemost ring on it, and that is 2 points.
Yeah, he's standing like square, still like straight with the rifle sticking through his chest and his beard, and then he just slowly turns his head towards the judges without blinking.
They all hold up little scorecards that are written in some sort of code that you cannot fucking read.
I shoot
But
one of the
Svenley
scorecards.
seems to understand. And he's like, 2 points to go ahead and roll for attack to shoot the scorecard.
Shit, one.
All right, you shoot a judge. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, you do shoot the scorecard out of a judge's hand, and they write a different note and scribble it out. Just kidding. No points for gold toe gang. All right. What do we say about shooting stuff that's not the target, Jenkins? Calm the hell down.
Gold.
And up next in the initiative is one of the rogues who just looks over, initially impressed and then immediately disappointed in Jenkins taking away his own point for shooting at the judges. He's going to he's going to take his rifle, and he's also going to fire at the same target. 14 to hit. So he does miss as well. So distracted by the fact that you almost shot a judge, and also fires a little bit wide of the target, but he
I'm also
misses.
staring straight at him.
Oh, you hate to see it, folks. All right. That's 0 points for both sides. This is underwhelming so far. All right. Up next in the initiative is the Gold Toe Gang's own William the Adult. And the entire audience goes nuts for William, local legend.
Quick question. We have to pick one weapon for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like at a table?
Yeah.
We go pick it up? All
Yeah,
right.
you can pick up a revolver or you can pick up a rifle.
William the adult picks up the hunting rifle. He struggles a little bit to get it up, but finally is able to lift it.
He has to pass it up the trench coat.
Yes, absolutely. You see it go under the trench coat and just come out of the top.
Creepy stuff, dude.
And he takes a shot at the 300-meter target, and that is a 17 to hit.
17 to hit on 300 with the rifle absolutely hits, William.
All right.
You nail the target. You also hit the middle ring, or like the center middle, the second most valuable option. The crowd goes nuts. So he yells out, 2 points for the Gold Toe Gang. Heck yeah.
And the kickback does knock William flat on his ass.
Ooh, you hate to see it, folks. Old William, I don't know why that's happened to him for so...
What's that?
Does his trench coat come undone?
No, absolutely not. It's zippered. It's also got like state clothespins holding it together. There are so many different mechanisms keeping this trench coat together.
Okay, that is 2 points for the Gold Toe Gang. You see the sheriff actually stand up at the top of the rafters that were set up for the audience and just does a slow clap. Very happy that you finally got some points on the board for the team. And Rogue 4 is also going to shoot at the 300. Okay, that's a 19 to hit. Not quite enough to get dead center, but you do hear a call out from Svenley. That's 2 points for the Wacky Woo-Woos. What sort of a name is that? All right.
It's like the other team came up with it.
And then up next is the next rogue, who is going to shoot at the 90-foot target. And that is, a 17 with a rifle. So that is definitely going to hit. Also not enough to get dead center, so he gets 2 points as well. All right, the Wacky Woo-Woos are up to 4 points against the Gold Toe Gang. And up next, we have the one, the only, Nine Toes.
Hey, okay. So we walk to the table. Do we have to use the competition's guns, or can we use our own?
You could make a stealth check to see if you can sneak your own gun. But if they catch you, they might deduct points.
My gun's distinct. I'm going to use the pistol.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick up the pistol from the table, and I'm going to fire that at the 15 target. Okay, natural 1, but that is a 6.
The bullet just ricochets off of the edge of the sign and goes sailing up into the air. And people have a memory of Flatfoot doing something similar once, and you see the entire crowd duck in fear.
Does it hit? Does it turn 9 toes into 8 toes?
It does not turn 9 toes into 8 toes, but we're going to say that if 9 toes does roll 3 natural ones in one session, he might end up with 8 toes.
Oh.
Immediately after the shot, he's bent over and he's looking at his feet, making sure they're all there.
Okay, and then we've got one of the other rogues from the Woo Woo Gang who is going to shoot at the closest target. He whips out a pistol, tries really hard to be showy because he saw what Flatfoot was doing earlier. He does the same kind of a thing, so I'm going to make a sleight of hand check for him. Oh, that's a fucking 19. He spins it around, immediately fires, and misses for sure. Misses. With a 5 on the die becomes a 10. He shoots off, and it goes right over the head of one of the local cattle, who's none the wiser about what happened, but the entire audience is very uneasy. And then up next, last in the initiative, is Flatfoot.
Flatfoot's going to walk up. He's going to get the rifle, and he's going to pick it up, and he's going to, let me show you how it's done, and he's going to try to flip it around a couple of times.
The entire crowd, directly behind you, jumps to other sides. There's a parting of the humans in the stands.
Oh my God, that's another natural one on my sleight of hand check.
Go ahead and make your attack roll for me.
God. Okay, with a rifle.
And do not roll a second natural one, because it's going to be really bad.
I'm going to use the same die.
Smell your toes, 9
Oh my God.
No, I said,
That's a 17.
you shoot this gun, and the round goes, it hits one of the railing pieces next to the scaffolding that the risers are standing up on, whizzes into a nearby mailbox, knocks up against Opal's stand with all of the beers, destroys a beer, and then whizzes back up and lodges itself right next to the sheriff in the wood of the stands.
Okay. Whoa, darn it, so close.
You'll get him next time, son. The sheriff calls down from the stands. He's used to this. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back at the top of the initiative with Jenkins. And this is round 2, everybody. All right, round 1 was good. We've got 2 points for the Gold Toe Gang, and then we've got 4 points for the the wacky woo woo. I still can't get used to this name. What the fuck? Anyways, yeah, so round 2, same shit. You can change it up if you want to fire at something different. This time, the targets that are farther away will be worth more points. The closer ones are definitely easier to hit, though, and it seems like maybe some people should consider that. Back over to Jenkins.
Jenkins is going to go ahead and waddle back to the line and fire at the 150 feet target dummy with the rifle that's just jetting out of his chest as usual.
Is there 100? I thought it was 15.
Fuck.
It was 15, 75, and 90, but I figured he was aiming at the 90. And he's looking at the table, but you said you hit a 13?
Yeah, 13.
With a rifle? Oh, that hits.
Oh, that's how math works in this game.
Yeah.
Meets it, beats it. Playing too many other games.
So, yeah, you hit so on a 13, you do hit the outer edge of the target, and you get 1 point for the Gold Toe Gang.
I don't have enough time to reload to shoot back at the judge, so I'm just going to take the point.
Great. Awesome. And then up next in the initiative is one of the rogues. He is going to shoot at the closest target he's going to pick up the revolver, and that is a 16. So that hits, but it's not 5 above, so he doesn't get dead center. So that's another 2 point for the Wacky Woo Woo Gang. And man, I'm fucking killing you guys in this shooting competition right now. You have 3 points to their 6.
Yep.
Speaking of bodied, William the Adult is up next in the initiative.
All right, William the Adult makes it back up to his 1 pair of feet, stands up tall in his trench coat, and he's just going to take another shot at the 300 target with the assault rifle.
With the rifle.
The hunting rifle. With the rifle. The non-assault rifle. The friendly rifle. That's a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you shoot wide of the target, just goes sailing off into the desert, and eventually hits some dirt way far out north of the ranch.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, and then next in the initiative is our 2 rogues. The one that is shooting at the 75-foot target is using his rifle, and he hits it, but he only gets 1 point for that. So they're at 7 points. And then the next one is shooting at the 15-foot target with a revolver. That's a 21 to hit. So he hits dead center. So they're now at 10. We are at 9 toes.
Okay. He's going to take the same pistol from the bench again, and he's going to fire at the closest target. 15.
You get 2 points on that closer target for the team. So Golden Toe Gang is up to 5 points, ladies and gentlemen. And then this other guy, oh, fuck, it had to end sometime. All right, so he rolls a natural 1.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Wait.
that's a 16, so he doesn't roll too badly. Like he was trying to do a cool draw and shoot and just almost shoots his own toe off.
You rolled a natural 1 and got a 16.
No, I moved I rolled the 16 on the attack roll to see what was going to happen with the bullet.
Got it.
The lower, the worst. Yeah, they got a sick modifier. No,
Plus 15 to hit.
Up next is Flatfoot.
Flatfoot pulling the rifle out. He does not try to do any trick shots. I'm going to take it easy this time and goes for the 90. Wait, you already got the 90.
Yeah, the 90 has been hit this round.
15 got hit. Did the 300 get hit?
The 300
I
and
didn't
the
hit
75 have not been, the 300 has not been hit and the 75 has not been hit yet this round. Yeah, I guess you could actually. It doesn't really matter if you want to shoot the same thing.
Oh, okay. He's going to go for the 300, and he's going to walk up and just take a shot.
Just walks up straight to the target.
Oh, that is a 22.
On the 3 with a rifle? Oh, yeah, you hit dead center at the farthest one. That does give you 5 points.
Ooh.
So you guys have tied with the Lageroffians.
What
Look
a
at you.
clutch game.
I'd like a piece of straw from the target to fly up and stick in somebody's eye in the audience.
The same kid who was picking his nose earlier is like staring wide-eyed, and then just single bit of straw just like pokes him in the eye. He's like, why? Yeah, he's traumatized. He'll never go to a shooting competition again.
Kid's got the thin corneas.
Before the show, we were making jokes about Kyle's thin corneas, listeners, in case you're wondering why that was funny. All right, and we're back at the top of the initiative with Prospector Jenkins.
All right.
And this is our 3rd and final round, everybody. So whatever happens now, I thought I knew the way things were gonna go. I wish I hadn't placed a 2nd round bet, but yeah, I guess anything could happen now. So this is the final round. Godspeed, everyone.
Prospector Jenkins absorbs back in the rifle into his body, and then out between his beard comes a shotgun that was on the table, and he fires at the closest one, and he rolled a 7 to hit.
That's with the +5?
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. So Prospector Jenkins maybe pulls the trigger a little too quickly when it's coming out of his beard, and he does singe a few pieces, and the bottom part of his beard falls off, and he shoots it just straight into the dirt, like right in front of the target. A few pieces hit the stick, but no points that round.
And he, like, as the judges try putting up the shortcut, he quickly turns and he's like, but he can't reload fast enough.
And then one of the rogues, one of the Lagaruffians, is going to shoot for the farthest target with the rifle, but he does roll an 11 and misses. Ooh, 2 misses in a row. Exciting stuff. All right, William, show him how it's done.
Quick question: is gambling legal in this town?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's shoot, kill law, not shoot, kill, no gambling law.
William thinks about it for a second. He thinks back to all the laws in the town, and he's mumbling to himself, and he's like, gambling is okay. Because he was going to try to arrest Venley.
Oh.
Thinks better of it.
You do remember that the sheriff has a very big fondness for gambling.
Oh, and that's why the sheriff always has all the money and those chips and the cards. Okay. And then he shoots with the hunting rifle against the 300 because why not? That's why not. That's a 12.
With a 12, yeah. I think the middle torso does move just like awkwardly, and you lose your balance, William, and you shoot wide of the target. And we're going to do our next 2 rogues again in one roll here. They both fucking miss. All right. I hate this game now. All right. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, they both swagger up. They try to fire off shots, feeling pretty confident, but they both miss their targets. And Nine Toes is up next in the initiative.
All right. Nine Toes is going to do the same thing. He's going to grab the pistol again, pop a Tootsie Roll in, light it, and fire at the closest target.
All right. Go ahead and roll for attack on the closest target.
9.
These low rolls are absolutely brutal. They're absolutely brutal. Okay, yeah, you shoot wide of the target again. So, wow, 3 misses in a row, gang. 4, 5, 6. Everybody has missed this time. The hell? You're the best we have? All right. Venley is on one. He's a little bit angry about his bet.
He tried to do the long inhale again, and it just ended up coughing.
The next rogue goes, fires and misses, and you can see Svenley getting angry, and he's like pulling at his hair. He's like, he's very upset that the rogues are not winning. It's now Flatfoot.
Walks up with the rifle. He's going to go for the 300 again, because that turned out so well for him last time. Let's see if I can get 2 in a row here. And that's a 21 to hit.
Oh, clutching it at the end.
Yeah, dude. By some just unholy stroke of luck. Truly ridiculous. In the last second, Flatfoot hunkers down for his second shot, pierces the dead center of the farthest target, scoring your team another 15 points. And the crowd erupts in applause and cheer. Everybody's going nuts. Svenley's fucking pissed. He's so angry. Great, I guess the Gold Toad gang wins. Awesome. I'm going to the fucking saloon. All right, game over, everybody. Go get your prizes from the judges or whatever. And the other rogues that you're competing against, they're angrier than Svenley. They were really hoping to win, and you see them start to form a quick huddle as you go to approach the judges' table in order to claim your prize. And as you walk up, gunfire erupts from the rogues, and they start shooting discriminately into the crowd, and they're going to try to get a surprise round on you guys. I'm going to make a stealth check for them if you guys want to do a group perception check to see if you can beat them to the punch.
Fuck, not 1 again. Damn it.
What is going on today?
They're rolling real good.
Also not 1 for a 2.
4.
8.
Definitely not.
Okay, well, they absolutely beat you guys. So you're walking up to the judges' table, and I'm going to just roll 2 attacks real quick. Actually, I'm going to roll 4 attacks. One of those is a nat 20. All right.
Flatfoot is just so wrapped up in his victory shot. He's just over there staring in disbelief.
You're all walking up to the judges' table. You hear 4 shots ring out. And I'm so sorry, but Jenkins, Nine Toes, and Flatfoot all catch a bullet in the back and fall dead. Your spirits rise out of your bodies, and you go into your nearest deputy. And things go dark for a while. Let's get a reaction from William. All of your compatriots just got shot in the back.
Holy smokes.
At this point, the rest of the sheriff's captains come racing out onto the field. They exchange a bunch of gunfire with the Lagaruffians and drive them out of the cattle pens and chase them to the edge of town, and chaos ensues. And as the rest of you using what we all know and what we'll explain to the listeners is a mechanic where each of the sheriff's captains carries an amulet where they are able to move into the bodies of one of their deputies who have agreed to be a part of this service. And so they get to take over that body in order to keep living. You all take over one of your deputies and you come to some hours later and you are all in the sheriff's office in some makeshift cots that are laying on the ground. The town healer, whose name is not Doc, is standing over you, and she's chanting some kind of it's a prayer, but it's definitely not like a magical prayer. She's just grasping at straws, trying to make things okay. And there, as you come back to yourselves, you hear sort of like a... And then you pop back up into the bodies of your deputies, and you can see that she's been worrying over you. You can see your dead body next to each of you, which you, having taken over this new body, now look exactly like. So there's a dead clone of yourself on the ground.
So our new bodies are the same?
When the spirits take over I'll let you guys flavor that how you want. William the Adult is celebrated as the sole surviving winner of the competition. He has medals for everybody. You happen to know that your friends are going to come back to life. And you all come to later in the sheriff's office where you've been gathered. You do wake up and see your own dead bodies next to you, and was probably not the most thoughtful way of welcoming a spirit back into the world, but you have been resurrected as the sheriff's captains into a deputy's body. How do you all come back?
Flatfoot spirit is just gonna go down into this deputy, and the deputy kind of shakes and does this weird 1950s kind of jitterbug dance and weird reference, and just freezes and looks up and just, whoa, that was certainly a weird experience. Wow.
And you do see as you wake up that the sheriff is calmly smoking a pipe behind his desk, looking out a window in the sheriff's office, which I'll describe for you before you all narrate your comeback to life. The sheriff stands at one of the two windows on opposing sides of the room. He's behind a desk strewn with paperwork, empty beer mugs. There's a few guns and a photo of his family pointed towards the back of the desk where he would be sitting. A large window lets in a little bit of moonlight that catches some kind of a god ray from just the constant dust that hangs in the air here. The nameplate gracing the head of the desk says Sheriff Duke Sup. Yeah. His brow is furrowed. He's puffing on a small, ornate pipe, and the scent of philosophies pervades the room. There are no chairs for desks. We have some cots laying out where our heroes are recovering, as Sheriff Duke likes to keep his visitors on their toes, generally speaking. And he turns to you as you all start to wake up. And how do our other characters come back?
Quick question. Did you possess and stay the same, or did you possess and change bodies?
Flatfoot possessed and stayed the same. So the deputy's body just shifted and morphed back into Flatfoot's figure.
Part of the weird 1950s dance is the limbs getting longer and filling out the original shape of Flatfoot.
Okay.
The feet flattening.
Okay. So Jenkins is not used to repossession, as he's not a true lawman. So when he inhabits his deputy's body, it is actually this well-built 6-foot red-headed human, and he is unable to warp the body back to his back into his original body. So the dwarf body wasn't his originally either. So he just pops up and goes gold.
What are the corneas like on this new body?
They're blue. They're thin.
Okay.
He's got blue corneas?
Yeah, blue thin corneas. Yeah.
Thin blue cornea as another episode name idea. All right.
Damn it. Yeah. And he's like, gold. And that's how he resurrects.
Okay, and then...
All right. My guy jumps into his deputy's body, and he's doing the same little jitterbug dance. And then he, pops awake.
And he does feel the toe detach on his foot as he comes into this new body.
Does he? Damn it. Okay, I was going to say.
No, I'm kidding. You can totally make him have toes again.
And that's the first thing he checks. He's excited, and he's, wait a minute. And he kicks off his boot, and his toe's there. And then he kicks off his other boot, and this deputy had actually lost his toe on his other foot.
Oh, no.
That's
3
so
days
much
ago.
better than what I said. Yeah, you now have a fresh toe wound to contend with on the other foot.
Damn it. And my voice is a little smoother there. And then he fishes in his old body and gets his Tootsie Rolls out. Starts lighting those.
How is William reacting in this moment?
William's been waiting very patiently for each of them to come back. He goes, oh, boy, fellas, it's great to see y'all. It's like your birthday because you're all being born. And I was going to get you a cake, but Sheriff said no because you're basically babies.
That ain't what I said. It was actually just because cake is stupid, but yeah.
I think Sheriff don't have no joy in his life.
There is a lot of dirt on his family photo. There's a lot of dirt on his family photo.
I like cake. I sure would. William, I wish you would have brought a cake.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Sheriff.
Y'all, we ain't got time for this. We ain't got no time for cake. Look, truce is busted. Obviously, something about the way that competition went didn't go the way I thought it would when I proposed it initially to the town elders. So while I will not take responsibility for how things went south, I think it's high time we solve this problem with Lagaroth and his Lagaruffian. While they may have legal standing, they had legal standing. You can't just shoot at someone for winning in the last second in a competition just because one of them made a dumb fucking bet. Some of us made out like bandits, but we're not real bandits.
And you see him like patting a freshly full wallet on his hip, looking very pleased with himself. All right, so I think it's safe to say with the truth, and at that point, the sound of shattering glass stops this sentence in his mouth as a brick sails through the front window. Who was closest to the front window in the room? Who woke up on a cart? Okay, cool. Jenkins, make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck, 10.
Okay, 10. Jenkins, you take a brick to the fucking head. Yep, you don't sustain damage, but the brick does nail you in the head.
My corneas.
And I'm going to send you something in Discord here, Daniel, and you can go ahead and read this out. As you get hit in the head with this brick, you pick it up and you see that scrawled on the brick in charcoal, not even written on a piece of paper tied to it or anything, is a note.
Okay. Since he's in a new body, his vocal cords have changed, and he's just like, gold. Truce is off. Tomorrow, the Lagaruffians, beyond reproach, will approach. That's a lot of approaching. To claim what is rightfully ours. Till Lagaroth. No, TTYL Lagaroth.
That means talk to you later. It's like slang.
Wow, you really know how the youngins talk these days.
Just a guess.
That's super impressive stuff there, William. This is why we've helped you around longer than I've been here.
TYSM.
What?
No, thank you so much. It's just another one of the youngin' talks.
All right.
Wait a second. Oh, shit. What's my accent?
He's been smoking for 70
Smoking
years.
for 70 years and you're 28.
Yeah, but his new lungs aren't
Oh,
fried.
yeah.
Now he's only been smoking for 50 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a second. Oh, this is the same voice. Oh, those Tootsie Rolls hit quick. What was reproach?
Approach. Poach.
All right, you can all take the brick from him or read it, so I will send it into the group chat so you can all see.
Probably not best to have the guy with the concussion read the brick.
Beyond reproach, will reproach to claim.
Oh, the truce is off. It seems like these Lagaroth and the Lagaruffians, they're going to come in and they're going to try to rough things up, it seems.
All right, we can't have this, y'all. You gotta... Okay, I knew it was bad, but the fact that they just threw a brick in the window right when I was going to say the same thing, we ain't weighing about this. All right, so...
Wait a minute, Sheriff, I got an idea. William, the adult, had a great idea.
Okay.
Maybe we offer Lagaroth a cake, and that'll smooth things over.
Gonna be
Everyone
honest,
likes a cake.
I've never seen a cake solve problem in my entire life, and I've been around block time or two.
Have you ever seen a cake?
Yeah, I've seen a cake. Sure, I've seen a cake.
You ever taken a bite?
No, I don't eat processed sugars. I only drink them.
I think it might change your perspective on life a little bit.
All right, I don't think a cake is here or there. They got a bunch of guns, and they're going to come shoot up this town. So if we don't want the outlaws ousting the laws, or the in-laws, if you will, I think we're going to need y'all to ride out and do something about this first thing in the morning. I reckon we'll have enough time to prepare. Depending on what y'all want to do, we got some recommendations. I can get you kitted out with some stuff based on the way that shooting competition went. You are going to need it in the first half, but you'll pull it out in the end.
Hey, Sheriff, so if we kill the outlaws,
Yeah,
that means we can go out of the town and go into the caves again.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, if y'all do that, like rumor has it, they're over in the...
Nope, there's no rumors. There's nothing in those caves. All right, so we kill the outlaws.
No, okay, that's not what the Bard Keep says down at the saloon, but...
Sounds like I need to go talk to the Bard Keep real quick.
Okay, I got some ideas. Like, you could prep for the town. You could go mess with them, too, where they're at. I think you got some time to maybe lay a trap. But it might be worth checking with that guy, that old gossip, when he's not hitting that
gigantic, ridiculous fucking organ that whole fucking bar is made out of, then
Is that the wacky tobacco that he smokes?
nope. An organ is just a giant piano, my dude. But yeah, when he's not playing that, he's usually gossiping on the speakers there above his bar. So he usually knows some shit. He might have a different approach. But look, y'all, I can get you some requisitions. Veronica Vulch is over in the armory next door. We've been prepping for this one to get y'all kitted out real quick. And he snaps at the woman who was there worrying over you all, who was doing doctory stuff. And she walks over to each of you, and you have not collected your amulets off of your bodies yet, but she swoops them all up and swaps them out for a different, slightly shinier amulet. And he says, these are recharged. You could just use them. So now you all have the extra life back that you have lost. We only got these ones, though, so try not to die too much. We can't give you another one again.
What about the ones you just took from us? Can we get those too?
No, we got to give those to the younger deputies who are going to try to come up to be captains. They only get one life.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Does that mean you get 3?
I get as many lives as I need. I'm the sheriff.
Looks at you just deadpan.
I tell you, if I had unlimited lives, I'd eat cake all the time.
I'll tell you what, all this talk about cakes got me thinking something. What if we get a cake, bake a cake, we frost a cake? I got a stick of dynamite we put in the cake.
Ooh. Where y'all gonna get the ingredients for a cake in this godforsaken desert?
Ain't there a general store, Sheriff? Ain't there a trader coming in?
Yeah, maybe Kit's got something. You could check with that old fool, too.
We run a long fuse in the cake.
We could paint a barrel into a cake using white paint, stick a fuse on top. They would never know the difference. No one's ever seen a cake in this town, apparently.
Yeah,
I didn't say no one's ever seen a cake just because I don't eat cake, you absolute stooge.
No one's ever seen a cake in this town, apparently.
Have the outlaws ever seen a cake?
Why are we so hung up on the cake, y'all? You just got to destroy these outlaws. This doesn't feel
This
like
is
it's
the
worth...
listen to me, Sheriff. This is the
Absolutely
trap.
not. You listen to me. I'm the sheriff.
This is the trap we're trying to set for them in the town. We put a cake in the center. Everyone's hidden, and when they go up to the cake and it explodes, we shoot them. And then
What if we make 4 cakes, and in each of the cakes, we're all hiding inside the cakes?
See, we're just adding more cakes to a town that has a cake deficit.
Those are some large cakes.
They're like Trojan cakes. I learned about those in
Exactly.
school a long time ago.
Yeah, you can buy them in
It's
bathrooms.
been a while ago. I don't remember hearing about Trojan cakes or anything, but I'm going to go quick write down Trojan cakes as a novel idea.
So we doing the Trojan cakes here? Or
It sounds
right,
like
I-
Sheriff saying we should do the Trojan cakes. Is what I'm
All right,
hearing.
I cannot
Hey,
stress
sure.
it. I honestly don't fucking care how you solve this problem. The point is, listen to me. God damn it, y'all. You got some requisitions waiting for you in the armory if you want them. You could go to the bottom of the barrel, talk to the bard keep. You could stop by Kit's. I think you could probably collect some information and some equipment for your goddamn cakes. Just leave me out of it. If I have to get involved, I'm going to be so cantankerous. I got some people to call about bets that I have made. So if y'all will take care of this, just check in with me when you're done.
What was that word you said?
What?
That big word.
Which one?
The long one.
Which long?
cantankerous.
Oh, yeah. That's like a 5th grade word right there.
Yeah, William. It sure is, buddy. Why do you seem...
I heard it before.
Okay, yeah, make a deception
That's all.
check.
Grade.
It's the 5th year that you go into our schoolhouse. I know we don't like actually separate our grades, but
13.
he's going to make an opposed check. That is a 12. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I figured you knew it. All right, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why you were so specific about that.
I
but,
thought you said cake tankerous. Cake tankerous.
cake tankerous.
I thought you were getting on board with the cake thing.
William, I respect the hell out of you. You've been around for so long, but god damn it with the cake stuff. All right, if you guys want a cake, that's fine. You go figure out the cake. I don't honestly care. All right, look, we got some equipment for you if you want it, but if you're just going to go make cakes and be bakers, as long as you solve the outlaws.
Hey, Sheriff, you can count on us. It'll be a piece of cake.
Takes one long puff of his pipe full of philosophies until the whole thing is burned and does not exhale and just mean mugs all of you. Get the fuck out of my office.
But we're going to go. We know when we're not wanted anymore.
Check in with Veronica.
Can I at least have a handshake before we go?
Yeah, sure. And he goes to give you a handshake.
Okay. Nothing bad happens.
Okay, yeah, you get a strong handshake from the sheriff. He squeezes a little too tight, just a little bit too tight. But
Whoa,
you are reminded he is quite a bit stronger than all of you as he shakes your hand.
Yeah, we'll see you later. We're gonna take care of this, and when we come back and those bandit outlaws are gone, you're gonna be so proud of us.
And as you all file out, you do collect your belongings from the bodies. So you got all your normal kit, all your normal gear, and everything like that.
I make sure to take the map to the cave that I have back into my pocket.
Yeah, as you go to pull that out, the sheriff's like,
Oh, is that a map to a cave? That's wild. What?
We're about to, no, it's a cake recipe.
I hate you so much. Get out of my fucking office. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Crash Course DM. Let's jump into Hearts and Wishes real quick.
Yeah, I'll start. Hearts, I really like the area. I like this old Western setting, so it's super fun. The characters are very interesting. This first session, it felt like a training mission, like a Call of Duty training mission where we're learning this new mechanic, which I think is really well done for especially a new player group, because you're bringing them into this new system that isn't normally D&D, so it's like a good way to introduce things with low stakes, and I really like that.
Nice. Any wishes?
What do I wish for? I wish I had a better accent and I could hold it better. That's just my personal thing. Yeah, because this was like my first time, not first time, but really trying to embody an accent through completely as a character, because usually I don't do them on this show. I usually stay out of it because I'm just like, it's easier just to be my normal voice and embody it through actions, but fuck that accent. I had to give I got a reason to change it, and I did right away.
That's fair. I saw you take that, yeah. Cal?
Yeah, love the world and Wild West setting. Also, yeah, it does feel like a tutorial, which is fun for the shooting competition. I'm trying to think. I love that we all just got blasted.
Oh, yeah. We all got shot in the back.
That was pretty great. Did they all roll?
All but one of them rolled really high, really instant kill high. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I love that actually happened, and we got to see how lethal the world is.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I wasn't ready for it, but the chance to essentially re-roll your character's personality on the fly was presented, and I think that's really cool.
Sorry, I should have prepped you that ahead of the session, though. Yeah.
Oh, no worries. But I kept 9-toe. He still got 9-toe, so
hell yeah.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
No wishes.
All right, great. Shea, you're up.
I'll echo, love the tutorial feel of the beginning there to let us get used to the new system. I do like the combat system as much shit as I talked about Cyberpunk. That was one of the things I really enjoyed was the hit mechanic. It's a little simplified. It makes everything move a little bit faster. So even though we did 3 rounds with 8 people each, it went by fairly quickly, I think, in the grand scheme of things. So I really did enjoy that. I like everybody's characters, as always. I love the interactions. They're just completely silly. We really have a group of fucking misfits here, and nobody's really competent, which is great. It's a very fun dynamic overall. I like your NPCs. I like your voices that you do for everybody. I love how you almost always have at least one NPC that's just completely fed up with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very fun. Yeah. No wishes so far.
Okay.
We'll see, though. We'll see.
Halfway through, I realized, is William the adult, Billy the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm just slow. Halfway through, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Nice. And Chris?
I loved how fast combat was moving. Combat tends to be pretty slow in D&D, and this was click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Which was nice. I like your range mechanic. I'm actually a big fan of the range mechanic, the kind of gunfire. I'd love to explore this again and try it again sometime.
Hell yeah. We got 3 more episodes with it, Daddy. Yeah.
I do enjoy the Wild West feel. I'm always a big fan of just Western kind of stuff. Just probably mostly because it's an accent. I'm really good at it.
Rocking pretty good there, brother.
Yeah. And wishes, I don't know that I really have wishes. I wish the sheriff was more open to cake.
To be clear, the sheriff doesn't care. You guys solve it however you want.
It's so funny how against cake he is in a weird way, but at the same time, it's so much fun that we're so gung-ho about it now because of that.
I think another one of my biggest hearts for this character who just bad luck happens all around him. I love that you're so open to just making the weirdest things happen as a result, so that's cool.
I hope it didn't feel like I was picking on you. I was kind of right on what you said about him to make the townspeople just terrified.
No, I'm glad you did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. Wish. I wish you make those nat ones way more lethal, especially with the system that you have built in for our lives. I'd fucking love.
Yeah, I didn't want to have you guys murdering villagers on accident right at the start of the adventure.
What's that one movie with the guy who made Ted about the Old West, where they like?
A 1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, it had that feeling almost going to that.
Yeah, honestly, it does have those vibes.
You know what? The training wheels are off now.
Yeah, now we
That's
can
true.
kill villagers.
Yeah, now you can kill villagers.
God.
Kyle, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say your character at one point you like rolled and it like bounced off your can, and that's when you got like your highest roll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how you plan these things. It's just amazing.
I don't plan them. I can them.
We're done here. Podcast is over. We did it. That's the peak, everyone. Okay, so I'll jump in here. On one hand, I also just love how absolutely insane your characters are. I love the cartoon vibes of this. I think the shooting stuff is working really well. I love the pace of it. I cannot believe I managed to kill 3 of you off the bat. That was very fun for me. I wish that I had planned more wacky people, but also I kind of like that the rest of the town is more even-keeled as a contrast to the fact that just the 4 most insane people are the top-ranking officers in law enforcement in the town.
Second top ranking.
Sorry, below the sheriff. But I do wish that I had mentioned the rebirthing mechanics because I feel like I introduced a hiccup there. But overall, I really loved what you guys did with the encounter and with your characters and with just these poor townspeople who have to rely on you. So I'm a big fan of this so far. Anything else that you guys want to mention or bring up?
I'll throw out another wish just for all of you jumping on the cake thing so strongly, because that was a throwaway line on my part. But
Do you mean a heart?
Yeah, a heart. Yeah, sorry.
Gotcha.
No. Yeah, a heart for all of you jumping on the cake thing. Very fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this cake nonsense.
And it can work. It can work.
Yeah, absolutely.
We came up with a really solidified Trojan cake recipe.
We did.
I'm fully on board. I support cake. I think that cake is the right direction for you guys. Okay, anybody have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to talk about at the end of the show here? All right, cool. We nailed it. Okay. Listener, if you got any opinions about today's episode, we love talking hearts and wishes with ourselves and with you. So feel free to comment online or social media using the hashtag CrashCourseDM, and we'd love to engage. We do episodes on YouTube and your favorite podcasting platforms of choice. Crash Course DM is brought to you by Anything You Can Do, edited by Josh Greenway and Daniel Locke, and starring Daniel Locke, Chris R., Shea Ingram, Kyle Kane, and your dungeon newbie, Josh Greenway. Word of mouth is our best friend right now, so please tell your friends, your family, and your enemies all about the show.
Bye.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Quick question. We have to pick one weapon for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like at a table?
Yeah.
We go pick it up? All
Yeah,
right.
you can pick up a revolver or you can pick up a rifle.
Okay. So William's going to pick up an assault rifle.
It's just a hunting rifle.
A hunting rifle, like that. A hunting rifle.
Just an AK-47 on the table.
What is this, a high school? I'm just kidding. That's not making it. That's not in the edit. That's not in the edit. That's not in the edit. That's not in the edit.